Welcome to another Tyrepower Profile. For all Melbourne United fans out there, make sure you get your tyres checked at your local Tyrepower. We're out of lockdown now. Everyone's hitting the road to make sure you look after them. And I've got a special guest with me, Sam McDaniel, signed on, back for another season. Firstly, how you doing, man? How's everything going?
Yeah, really good, man. First of all, thanks for having me. Just been at practice, been loving it. So yeah, everything's going good.
Bit of a later signature than I'm sure you probably would have liked, but you're back for a second year. How's it feel to know you're coming back to Melbourne?
Yeah, really good, man. Obviously at this stage of my career, I'm just looking for a bit more, opportunity. But in the back of my mind, it was always wanting to come back to Melbourne due to the great fans, first of all, and then the great coaching staff and the teammates I knew that I'd also have coming back. I think we'll have a really good team this year.
Now, we'll get onto the basketball, the most real important stuff, but even more importantly, some news you had recently this week that you want to fill us in on?
Yeah, a couple of days ago, my partner and I announced having a baby, having a little baby boy late next March. Super excited to take that next stage of my life. Just ready for it all.
And it's also been a bit of an interrupted preseason. Melbourne's looking good now. Touch wood, we stay on track. But comparing preseason from your first professional year last year with United to now this year, what are some positives of the way that we've had to deal with it this year? And then also, obviously, the added negatives of not being able to have that full team training all the time. How have you found it?
Yeah, I mean, like a lot of the other guys have probably said, there's been a lot more one-on-one time with coaches, a lot more time for personal development and just working on your own sort of skill set, which has been nice. The coaching staff and Pop, our strength coach, has done a really good job of sort of easing us back into the team stuff. We had a good, nice little couple of weeks at least there where it was just all individual stuff. And then once we started to be able to get a bit more contact in there, it kind of moved forward to team practice. And that's the stage we're at now where we can pretty much go live, every time we practice. So it's been a nice gradual increase for us, I think.
And you talked a little bit about wanting that opportunity now, NBL level, to really showcase where you're at. Those little individual weeks, a real big chance for you to grow on what you think you need to do to get that opportunity. Where do you see, you've spoke to probably the coaches, what are you working on in this preseason to put your best foot forward come season?
Yeah, working on a lot, man, to be honest. First of all, sort of the main thing that the coaches wanted to get out of me and to see from me as an improvement off the court was leadership skills. Quite naturally a bit introverted, don't talk all that much, but they kind of wanted to see me talking more on the court and off the court. So that's something that I've really tried to do this preseason is just talk it up, whether that's, in drills or, in huddles and stuff, play calling, whatever it is. Tried to step up in that area, and then getting a consistent three-point shot. I've had good days and I've had, poor days in terms of shooting the basketball, but just if I can find that consistency with that and then finishing around the rim as well. Always a work in progress on the court. Like to work on a different array of things, but those are the main areas.
You touched a little bit about Pop and the strength and conditioning side of things, and it's kind of a match made in heaven for you. As we mentioned, you love to work out. And a different type of testing in this preseason than you've been used to, and especially when I was there. You probably really relished and enjoyed that opportunity. Talk a bit about those days, how hard it was. What were some particular things that you really enjoyed in that testing, and what was real tough?
It was different. I've kind of never really done something, testing to that extent before. The things I enjoyed were the strength component. I feel like that's an area which I'm pretty proficient in. So that was obviously enjoyment for me. My work-ons were obviously my agility, things like that. Having little niggling injuries doesn't help. But no excuses. Those are the areas that I need to get better at.
And we talked new group. You got some familiar faces coming back, with Chris Golding, Dave Barlow's, but a couple new players. How have you seen the team starting to gel in an interrupted preseason and starting to get things coming together?
Yeah, gelling really well, man. Like I said before, the gradual increase of of 5-on-5 has been good for us. Getting guys up to speed on plays and knowing position and knowing reads and stuff like that, I think has been good for us. And in terms of personnel, I think that we'll have a really versatile team this year. You know, we've got a good mix of kind of veteran guys and younger, new, fresh faces, and a few guys in the middle. So, you know, I think defensively we're going to be a really good team, and then offensively we're going to have our nights where, you know, we're unguardable because of the personnel that we've got. So I'm really super excited.
I'm going to put you on the spot here. There's been the testing. You've seen all your new teammates, all your old teammates go through testing. You've seen now in pre-season. Pick one player who's really stood out to you in all those aspects as someone who's ready to have a really big year.
I'd probably say Jack White. You know, just never, obviously having played with him before, to be in the workouts with him and play one-on-one with him and 5-on-5 with him. You know, he's a super talented guy. You know, a good listener as well. You know, you can kind of tell him anything and help him out in different areas when it comes to plays, and he'll make those adjustments really quickly. Super athlete above the rim, and can shoot the ball really well as well. So I'm excited to see what he can do for us this year.
You talked a bit about that firepower offense. It's going to be some really electrifying nights. The season being delayed is frustrating, but it's going to give you a chance to be able to play in front of as many Melbourne United fans as possible. How important is that for the team?
Oh, it's crucial, man. You know, the fans are such a big part of, you know, not only the club but the whole sport. And you know, I feel like, you know, when Melbourne Arena is packed, or, you know, this season, you know, as many people as we can get in there, I think you know, the atmosphere is just gonna, you know, take this team to the next level. So super important, super excited.
And lastly, it has been a tough season for obviously the players, all the coaches, everyone around the organisation, but also the fans, and everyone's done it tough. But do you have a message for our members why it's so important that they stand united and just one big group to get through this part?
I mean, this is a big year for us. You know, we've been through a lot. You know, guys have had coronavirus, guys have been in lockdown. You know, and now we're coming together as a team, and I think that resilience that we've showed is going to translate over to the season, and I think that will be an exciting show to watch this year.
Well, mate, I appreciate your time, and thanks to Tyrepower for putting this together. I'm sure Sam's going to get his tyres checked, so make sure everyone gets their tyres checked, and good luck this season, mate. Look forward to watching you.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.